something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Missouri Tigers offense will have first crack at this one. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes it just around the 30-yard line. So TCU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus... That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Bunch formation for these receivers. On the RPO, complete.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
They'll give it to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Horned Frogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll go to the ground. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. At the 35, he's open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers in green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The give to the back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback moving. Caught over the middle. It's Ginn. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass. And it's ball to the ground. Incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Pulls it in. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's got him. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The give from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Quarterback on the keeper. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. That's a better starting point this time. has to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ginn. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Punch it out of the air. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? You keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural...
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Anderson with the carry. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Quickly out from the tight end. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Just ran over it. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. Jukes his way for more. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Right some room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, TCU!
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place, and got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Intercept from the defense is set up. Touchdown, hard fly. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Well, you don't see this very often. A defensive lineman getting the pick 6. What an individual effort to get his hands on the football. How about that athleticism? And then take it to the house.
The 18 unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beat.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Anderson with the carry. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going deep. He's got it inside the 30. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, TC.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Overton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Going to swing it on second down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Reels it in down the left side. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Tiger. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. The ball squirts free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Missouri gets to the line quickly. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Up-tempo for the offense. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll do it himself. Hard running there.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. Towards the middle. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And these two defensive game plans have been shredded a long time ago. Feels like it's just hang on and hope for a tip or overthrow or maybe a fumble from these QBs. Elite passers and dynamic rushers. Used to be you had to stop one or the other. Here in this second half, the challenge will again be twofold. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Makes the grab. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Butler. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Breaks in the middle. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Trying to run, it's Anderson. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much. Yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Run from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Horned Frogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless. And he runs into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, But after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense.
He lets one fly deep. Caught at the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Missouri!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Send the tight end in motion. Pushes ahead. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. On the run from inside his own 5. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He makes the catch inside the 25. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Snagged in the end zone! Touchdown, TCU!
And man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that team.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. He takes it all the way back for the defensive two-point conversion. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. From the gun. Give on the inside. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This drive will open from the 15. How about that last drive drive just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Leaves it with the back. Quick spin on the line. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Ineligible receipt. Downfield. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. No good. Opportunity to crawl within a touchdown, but the missed field goal leaves us with a 9-point gain.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the score.
And the ball slipped out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
What a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Looking for blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Past the 10. Touchdown, home fly. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first down. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on.
Downfield. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The play action fake. Extending the play. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a man. Gets it out fast. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Got room to work. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The give as they work on that clock. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete to the right. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. And the Horned Frogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Last play didn't go well. It leaves them with 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Horned Frogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll goes out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Might be calling a hot route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
They get a huge play offensively, and now in this 2-minute situation, you got to think about clock management, right? When are we spiking the ball? We got to be throwing to the sidelines, get guys out of bounds, save some clock. We're trailing, but we've got a chance to win. We just got to be smart with the clock management.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Terry. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. 2nd down coming. Catch in the middle. It's Terry. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
After that incompletion, you really got to think about this if you're the offensive coordinator. Now, you're already in field goal position. You're already in a spot where you can kick a field goal and just win this game. So with the play column, you want to think about running the ball, bleeding the clock, using timeouts. If you are going to throw it, they've got to be high percentage throws. You cannot take sacks. You absolutely cannot turn the ball over.
Get the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And the line of scrimmage is the 30. That'll leave them a 47-yard attempt and a chance to win the game. And it slips just inside that right upright. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. That last field goal looks like the game winner if they can keep them from getting in field goal range here right at the end. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dream about in the backyard, throwing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.